Hi everyone, Nikki here, Smithy161. Can't believe this. This is my third time trying this video, as it started to film and then it cut out. So I sorted it out and tried again, and no, it cut out. So this is my fourth time of doing this. Excuse me, I still got my cold. I do feel better in myself, but I'm still a bit chesty and doesn't help my asthma. Anyway, before I get into anything else, I just have to show you these cute piggies from Sean, who is Sean's Crafty Corner on YouTube. She's really sweet. I ran an animal theme swap where you could make whatever you want, and I was very lucky that Sean was going to be the person sending to me. So she's made me her cute little sock piggies. They're so cute. So there's like Mummy, as I'm calling it, and her two babies. So yeah, they're really sweet. I love them, Sean. Thank you so much. I was not expecting you to do this at all. It's so sweet of you. Also, thanks for the stamps. They would come in great use, and yes, I'm always looking for stamps. So yeah, that's great. They can always get used to my paper crafting. So yeah, so I got this from Sean. So I've become one of the Sean group. Her sock piggy groupies, yay! I love them. Just thank you, Sean. They really brightened up my day today. So what's been going on with me? There's been quite a few appointments. I had my usual blood test of my INR. Haven't heard back from that, so hopefully that's a good sign. Saw the GP last night, and he's happy with things. I do have to see him in 3 weeks because we're going to try something out and see how it goes. And we've also decided that I'm going to, because I had my counselling before, so going to try a new in-depth one. I think they call it CBT. I don't really understand it because I haven't Googled it very much. Sorry, it's half term here in the UK, so you might hear kids screaming. They're not mine. Yeah, so they're up to that. I'm just trying to think, what else? What else has I been? Yeah, so that's about it on the appointment side of things. Life-wise has been fairly quiet, just sort of trying to get over this cold. Oh, excuse me. Oh, have had some fun with Vodafone. Had to upgrade my phone. That went fairly well. But I had to have my phone ordered in, and it was just a bit of a pain. And then we went in and they said, oh, because you've been with us so long, you can have a second line, like a tablet or another mobile phone. Well, I went for the tablet because there's nobody that I would need to have a second phone. It's not like I've got children or anything like that. And they mucked it up. They didn't explain things very well because the tablet was meant to be a certain price. And when we looked at the contract and before they ordered the tablet in, luckily I sort of said to Mum, hold on, they're wanting to charge me this, and what they said with the discounts and stuff didn't work out to what we were told. So she made a phone call, because I don't know if other phone companies do this or not, but mobile phone have it. So I'm really dyslexic, so I find it quite hard to understand things and other medical things, so that make it a bit difficult for me. So they've got a thing where you can have somebody go on your account on your behalf and talk on your behalf, which I think is a great idea. It's about the only good thing I have to say about Vodafone at the moment. So we did that, and she was on my behalf, sorted it all out. But Vodafone in Salisbury, I have to say, their staff do not explain things well, and one of them in there, I didn't get the name, but was quite offhand because the tablet had to be ordered in like the phone. Only had an email to say about my order for it. No text messages, and it was over the time they said it was going to be in. So we phoned up, yes, the tablet's in, but it hasn't got your name on it. But it also wasn't, I can't remember what they called it, but it basically wasn't for going on the shop floor. It wasn't stock as such, so it did mean it was an order. So everything had just got mucked up. When we went in to get it, I gave the girl, oh yes, I do remember the girl's name, but I won't say it on here because I don't do that sort of thing. So we went in, and just in case she was having an off day, excuse me again, went in, gave the girl's name, and she's basically like, oh yeah, it's out the back, you go and get it for her, and was a bit sort of offhand. And I thought, well, that's not my fault, I wasn't contacted. And when we were talking to the particular person that was dealing with us this time, he said something, and I was like, well, that's not right. So there were so many muck-ups, and when I've looked at reviews for Salisbury, Vodafone, it's not good. So I don't know what I'm going to do, whether when my contract runs out I go somewhere else, or I go to a different Vodafone shop near to me, probably Pool, because they were really good when I first did my phone with them. But yeah, so that sort of annoyed me, but it's all sorted now. I have a nice new tablet, nice new phone, so I'm all set and ready, sort of thing. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it on the life stuff. It'd just be another quiet family weekend. I've got the opticians next week, and I think that's the only appointment I've got next week. Oh no, I've got my craft club next week, so that'd be nice, because I haven't seen some of the girls since Christmas because I've been ill or they've been away on holiday and stuff, so it'd be really nice to catch up with the girls and have a crafty natter, cup of tea and maybe a biscuit, because I'm trying to be good and go back to just having one sweet a day. Valentine's basically was its usual work to me. But my mum because I was feeling a bit flat with some other stuff, Mum very kindly got me some sweeties, so I've been, I did share with her, but only one because she's diabetic, so she can't have too much. So yeah, that was quite sweet. Yeah. But I just think, even when I've been in relationships, I think Valentine's it's nice, but you should be able to say you love someone or have feelings for somebody any time of the year. So even when I've been in relationships, I've never gone over the top, never gone out like for a meal that night. We've sort of done something later on, or so yeah, I just think it's a big really. So on to the crochet. So I've got 2 whips at the moment. This one is going to be an ongoing project because it's going to be using James C. Brett marble chunky scraps, and I'm doing a hexagon blanket. So I've done, maybe it's easier that way. I've done a row of 7 and then a row of 6, so it's going to go in and out, and then the next row will be a row of 7 again. And I'm going to keep, normally when I do a scrappy blanket, I don't worry about what colour the join is, but I want to keep it all to the colour that I've got, and I think it's, if I remember rightly, it's either MC72 or MC73, so I'm going to keep this colour for joining it all. So I want to get some more balls of this somewhere, so I've got plenty just in case they discontinue it. So yeah, that's going to be an ongoing project, and it will be something that does go on my give it a go on Etsy first. But yeah, I love it. It reminds me of very much a boho theme, so that's going to be an ongoing project. This I hope to finish off maybe by the end of somewhere next week. It's just another, where's the end? Oops, getting all caught up here. Another virus shawl, and I'm using, I did keep the yarn band this time, I'm using James C. Brett Northern Lights one ball shawl, but it's a knitting pattern in there, and I can't knit. I can knit very basic, but knitting something like that, can't do that for toffee. And it's colour NL2, 450 metres or 492 yards, 95% premium acrylic and 5% viscose. Says a 4mm hook, but I'm using 4.5. So yeah, this is what I've got of the first ball. I've got 2 balls, so it's just going to be another virus shawl. I wanted something simple. Where's my brain? So I'm having brain fogs today. So those are my 2 whips, but this should hopefully be finished off for next week's video. Yeah, so I've got 3 balls of 3 cakes of Lion brand Mandela, and I plan, once I finish that shawl off, to do a virus blanket. I've been looking at them and I really want to give one a go. So that's my plan. That would be my next project once that shawl's finished. I have been naughty and done an order with ice yarns. I've been wanting to do one forever with ice yarns because obviously I keep seeing Jan even, and other people like buy stuff from ice yarns. So eventually I've caved in after ages. Like, I think Jan gave me the link last year, so I finally got round to doing an order with them. So so that should be here next week. So I'll be able to, of course, I will show it on here so you can see what yarny goodies I've got. And like Jan said, obviously it's done in dollars. So when I looked at it and I thought, oh my God, that's a lot of money. When I put it into UK money and I broke it down per ball, I think it worked out £2.65 a ball. And I've ordered some cakes. I thought £2.65, you know, for a yarn cake, I just cannot go wrong. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be like. So yes, I know, excited about a yarn haul. It'll be like Christmas. Because I haven't ordered, I mean, I have brought yarn when I've gone to like shops and stuff, but I haven't actually done a yarn order for ages, so I can't wait for that to come. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what I think of ice yarns. I'm sure I will love it like everybody else. So yeah, I've ordered 19 balls in total, so I have been a bit naughty, but I don't make clothing, but when I make a shawl and stuff, I'm not sure how big that shawl's going to be because I've only got 2 balls of that. But normally I try and order 3 or 4 balls or something, so then I've got enough either to make a small baby's blanket or enough to make a shawl, or a shawl and scarf and hat set. So I like to try and make sure I've got enough, and you can never have too much yarn. I'm sure everybody who is a yarn addict will agree with me on that. So yeah, I'm waiting for that to come. I don't know what else I've got really coming up. No, just the 2 things next week. Really glad the weather is slowly improving, so I'll have to chase up about the patio again and hopefully get that sorted. I hope everybody has had a nice week. Sian, I hope you're feeling better because I know you've been really ill with this cold thing as well. And anybody else that's poorly, I really hope you feel better soon. And I will see you all next week. So take care, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. See you all soon. Bye.